Hello and welcome to Tuner Tips by Todderbird. In front of us we have the Claris K5. It's a carbon fiber, 22.5 watt, IP68 waterproof, 10,000 milliamp hour power bank. You can find this selling on clarislightstore.com for around $59.95. It represents a premium item, and we'll get down to it. There's some competition in the space, but this one's pretty amazing. So let's look at it. The K5 carbon fiber ultra lightweight waterproof power bank. I really like the idea of waterproof IP68. That's amazing. It can get wet, it can get dunked, and it's okay. Just gotta make sure you dry it out before you charge your devices. Just really awesome. And the carbon fiber body is amazing. So you can see it's got 22.5 watt output on supported devices. Got our weight, waterproof rating, high capacity with the carbon fiber treatment on the box. It's got like a magnetic thing here. I took everything out, and I think that's about it on the box. Yep, got a little QR code there and their contact information. I have reviewed their flashlights, but first for a power bank. Now, I know Nitecore has a similar power bank, but this one's cool because it's ultra small too. So this thing's amazing. So let's go ahead and show you what came in the box. Set that aside. In the box, we get the star of the show, the Claris K5. This thing is absolutely amazing because it's super small. I'm totally like digging this thing. Awesome. Okay, so we'll set that down. That carbon fiber, it just looks good, feels good. It's rounded corners. Yeah. What else do we get in the box? We get a charging cable, of course. Standard USB to Type-C. Okay. And then we get our handy manual in multiple languages. I always like to open stuff for posterity. Let's see if we can't get to English. There we are. So there you are, Claris K5 manual. Thank you for your purchase. All right. Please read it all. Okay, so there is stated specifications in English. You can see they got rated energy. That's pretty cool. They say that you should expect 6,400 milliamp output at 5 volts, typical 1 amp discharge. So that's nice. They did that. Straight up honesty. And it's true. And, you know, I observed a better result than that. So very cool. High density lithium battery. Very awesome. There's your inputs and outputs. Yes, it supports some high speed, 18 watt input, and 20 to 22.5 watt output. Very cool. And then what comes in the box over here, you can see it's got a cool display. We're going to see that in person, of course. Standard charging mode. Okay, I was able to charge 2 devices at once, but I believe it shares the output. It doesn't do max on both, of course. It's got a low current mode. There you go. And of course, you can check your capacity. Nice. And over here, I think that's French. So that's it. Very basic. 2 pages. So let's go ahead and give it a go here. So we got, that's the cable off to the side. I'm going to zoom it on down. We'll talk about dimensions, dual size comparison. I like my waterproof power banks. As you guys know, I've featured these on my channel, and I'm going to bring one out to compare it against because you can still buy the other one. I'm going to show you and give you an idea what you get for the money. It's absolutely amazing what this offers. So first of all, dimensions. We have a width of 2.5 inches. We have a length of 4 1/8 of an inch, so very compact. And we have a thickness of just 1/2 inch. Yeah, it's definitely high density battery. I was really impressed by the output of this power bank as well. So size comparison, yeah, let's go ahead and line it up with some others I have. I gotta bring this back up actually because this power bank is small compared to the others. So we have this one, it was probably my last one I reviewed, I can't remember, maybe one of the last ones, in the 10,000 milliamp hour category. This is the 6GU, whatever I pronounce that. This you can find for like $16. It's kind of like your budget power bank. It's 20 watt output. Yeah, its power delivered is not as much as this one. And you can see the difference. Look at this thing. And next, I have the competitor, which I was going to compare it against, the MyCharge Adventure H2O. Yeah, this is a waterproof power bank as well, 10,000 milliamp hour. This thing's a tank. This thing is absolutely super thick compared to the Claris. Just kind of want to show you. Yeah, the Claris is definitely using a LiPo pack, and this is probably using 3 18650s in there, is my guess. But there's for size, and of course we'll talk about price and power delivered between these two, because this pretty much is more of a budget deal and not waterproof. So, but yeah, these might be in your ballpark, and yeah, this is the clear winner. But let's go into features, and then we'll do some demoing too. So yeah, I'm really happy to own this. Let me bring this back down. Yeah, like I said, Nitecore has one for around the same price, but the Nitecore one looks like it's going to be a bit larger. So looking at it, you can see right away the carbon fiber. I love it. Very cool. It's like, of course, matte finish. There's nothing coating this. This is like raw carbon fiber. You can see it's got some printing there. It's got all of our information. Yeah, they even put the rated energy output. Nice. I'm glad they do that. And they got the inputs and outputs there. And of course, I'll go over those again. But yeah, the carbon fiber provides a lightweight, high tensile strength. It's tolerant to temperature, corrosion, shock, and vibration. That's nice. Better to protect the lithium battery inside. So it's definitely for the outdoorsman. It's going to hold up. So liking that carbon fiber shell. Awesome. So yeah, rounded corners, digging that. You saw the printing. Going to the business end. Here we have our power switch or power status. I'm just going to flip this over. So if you tap it once, nice little LED lights up, giving our battery percentage. It shows that it can support power delivery with that green LED icon. It only shows when it's charging. That'll pop up if it's going power delivery or not. If it's not lit up, then it's doing standard charging. Now you can press and hold this, and it has a low power mode. So you just press and hold, and then a little white dot comes up there, and it tells you you're in low power mode. The light will go out. Nice. Now, of course, it's still in low power mode. So if you hooked up a low power device like headphones, Bluetooth headphones, it'll power it no problem. And just press and hold, turn that off. There you go. Now that low power mode's off. It didn't say how long it runs, but usually they run about a couple hours, typical. This one, I'm not sure how long, but probably about a couple hours as well. Now we got the jacks here. We have a Type-C input-output. The input, of course, this does not support through charging. Just want to tell you that right away. Input supports 5 volts, 3 amps in, 9 volts, 2 amps in, or 12 volts at 1.5 amps in. So 18 watts input. Now I observed a 12 volt at 1.2 amps, I believe, input. It was amazing. This thing charged really fast. Its output is 5 volts, 3.1 amps, 9 volts at 2.5 amps on supported device, and then 12 volts at 1.6 amps for like your iPhones for 20 watt output. So that's pretty cool. And the same with the USB output here. It is the same as the Type-C output. Again, 5 volts, 3.1, 9 volts, 2.5, and 12 volts at 1.68 amps. Nice. So good to have. Again, it does support both at the same time if you're charging two devices. This is great for your phone if you're carrying any extra power. This is great because it's so compact and lightweight that, yeah, I mean, the weight alone is 157 grams or 5.5 ounces. You're going to like having this in your backpack or pocket. I mean, because it's definitely thin enough to go into a pocket, no problem whatsoever. If it gets wet, no biggie. So you could go camping with it, hiking, yeah, wherever you think you're running into trouble, caving even probably. So it probably be something you'd want to have handy. Because if it gets wet, not a big deal. I like that. IP68 waterproof is absolutely amazing. So yeah, let's talk about power delivered. So yeah, power delivered on this thing, they rated it at 6,400 milliamp hours at 5 volts at 1 amp discharge rate. I observed a bit higher. I observed 6,800 milliamp hour or 34.89 watt hours delivered at a 1.5 amp discharge rate. I was using it to charge an iPad. I always do that real world scenario. I had a dead iPad. It charged it pretty well, and it was a constant 1.5 output. So yeah, not bad for what it does. It's about 90% efficiency if you compare it to the numbers printed on here, which is interesting because they do see the numbers are higher, 3.8 volts versus 3.7 nominal. So they're actually saying it's a 38.5 watt hour internal capacity, when most of the time you have 37 watt hours stated on most power banks. So that's neat. Maybe it's a high density thing, but very cool. Curvy. Loving it. So let's compare it to the MyCharge, and then we'll go ahead and do a demo and then do final thoughts. So the MyCharge Adventure H2O series is pretty cool. It's got like a jacket here that pops open, so the ports themselves aren't waterproof. So you got to have this in place, otherwise you're gonna have a short circuit. So you gotta make sure that never falls or breaks. So then you got a no good. So that's kind of a bummer. This is automatically waterproof at the jacks. This is not. But you do get two Type-Cs, which is a bonus there. It's 18 watt output. This sells for $50, so it's $10 less than the carbon fiber model. And power delivered on this little bad boy, it delivered, let's see, I have it printed here, 6,632, which is slightly lower than this one, and a total of 33.6 watt hours at the same discharge rate as this. So I use the same iPad to do the same demo when I do my discharging on my power banks test. So yeah, this outperformed this, and for $10 more, you're getting a slimmer power bank and a faster power bank. Just amazing. And a really cool digital readout. So, I mean, I'm really liking that. If you're into the high density lithium packs, if you have to have cylindrical cells, well, you'll probably end up going with this one because it does have cylindrical cells. You could just tell it's too thick not to. I mean, look at this beast. But if you're a lightweight hiker, you're going to want something like that in your backpack. So let's demo it. So input charge, we can do that real quick. Let me go ahead and just set things aside. I got lots of items on the bench here. I got a little AC cord here I'm going to bring out. Got a meter. So I got a 18 watt brick there. And we're going to charge. We're going to see what we can get here. Let's go ahead and plug some input. Now we're at 95%, so I'm not sure what it's going to do, how much we're going to pull. So it should show, let's go to here. And there we go, ratcheting up to 12 volts. And yeah, definitely over an amp already, so that's cool. Even at 95%. You can see the green lights activated telling you it's taking a fast charge. Not bad. Just want to kind of show you that. That's pretty neat. I think that's an X-Star 18 watter. But yeah, right away it goes to 12 volts, which I was pretty impressed. I haven't had a power bank do that. Usually it's like 9 volts, 2 amps. This one goes right up to the top, so probably the most efficient way to charge it with 12 volts. Nice, so that's our input charge. Go ahead and unplug that. Let's do a quick demo on what you would use this for. So typically, I would be using this for like my flashlights, like say a Rovivon. This is the A33. This is a Type-C rechargeable pen light. I like this one, high CRI. Very cool flashlight to have on hand. I can use it to charge my PokeLit AA. It's got a Type-C rechargeable battery inside of here. Again, perfect for this size because the power can charge these devices quite a bit. Like you could probably charge your flashlight 10 times. This one here you could probably charge about 8 times. So yeah, really cool to have the smaller items. The bigger items, of course, they're going to drain it much quicker because yeah, you're charging at more capacity. So we're going to hook up a radio, shortwave radio. Yeah, CO down, R108. This is a perfect match. Your tuner like me, it's a radio channel. I got to show a radio being charged. So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to see how to do this on camera here. Got lots of items here. I think I can just put it around. I'm going to raise this up a little bit so you can see these things in action. Yeah, so we got the radio. We're going to hook that up. This is micro USB to standard USB. So we're going to just kind of bring my cable in from the side. I did notice there's a tight fitting cable. So this is snug. And there we go. Okay, and then it should show charging here. There you go. Charging the radio, so nice. So we got that going, and say you got your flashlight. You gotta get your flashlight charged in a hurry. So we have our ThruNite TC15 version 3. I always have this handy. It has a Type-C cord, standard Type-C to Type-C. No control to it because it's a low input. It's not the high output. So you don't need a fancy cable for this one. This usually takes about a 2 amp charge. I'm just going to plug it in here just to show you can charge 2 devices at once. Very cool. So there we go. We're charging the flashlight. You can see it's got its red light on, and you can see we are charging with the radio because it's got its little indicator on. So there you go, 2 devices at once. And let's just unplug the radio, plug in the flashlight by itself with a USB to Type-C, and just to put a meter on it and see what it says. So there you go. Very cool. And then we'll do some final thoughts. Yeah, I like demoing. It's always fun. I like that screen. It's a really nice LED display. So we'll go ahead and disconnect that. We'll disconnect this. Yeah, this is the tight one. This fits pretty snug. So we're going to hook up a meter there. So let's see what we got here. I think this goes upside down. These meters are handy, by the way. There we go. All right, and then we're going to plug in a different cable here. We're going to take that one from the input charge. That'll work out good. We're going to plug that into here. You can see what I'm doing, right? And the standard USB to Type-C. That'll do the same thing. That way you get an idea if there's any voltage drop. Okay, so this battery's probably pretty good that's in there. Yeah, I think that the battery probably is pretty close to fully charged to give you an idea. But we're getting, this one's just charging about an amp right now. Let's go ahead and I think we can turn it off. Actually, I gotta probably unplug it. Okay, we'll wait for this to turn off here. I believe it takes a little bit. Plug it back in. Sometimes when you are charging Type-C devices and charging USB and you unplug one, you have to restart the power bank to get the full effect on a single device. So we'll wait for that to go out. But yeah, overall impressions, I'm pretty happy with this. Definitely worth the money. So if you're looking to pick one up, definitely check out the links below. I'm not an affiliate with ClarisLightStore.com, so just have fun. If it goes on Amazon, I'll put a link to it. But I don't know if it will or not. It should. I mean, that'd be great competitor with the Nitecore for sure, being carbon fiber. So let's see if we get a better charge rate. If not, it was just the battery. Yeah, the battery is good. So there you are. Just a standard charge of almost an amp. Not bad. Okay, cool. So yeah, we'll unplug that. And I wanted to show you with a deck of cards, and then we're all done. Yeah, the Claris K5. Awesome. Glad to have it going. Here's a deck of cards. Yeah, so it's about the size of a deck of cards, just slightly longer, but definitely thinner. Iron Man, he's a man with a master plan. He's got a Claris power bank in each hand. He's Iron Man. Rock it away, man. Yeah, this does pick up dust, but it cleans up easy. So there you go. And you can always rinse it off. That's the nice thing about it. Carbon fiber. I love it. Yeah. K5. All right, so there it is. Yeah, final thoughts is it's awesome. Go pick one up if you can afford it. If it's in your price range. If it's not, you know, you get this 6 here. You get the cheapie, but it's big, you know, bulky, plastic. It produces a decent amount of power for what it is. Yeah, but that's what it is. You know, pretty basic setup there. But it's got the standard ports as well, as this one does. So there you go. Enjoyed the video, give it a big like. You guys are awesome. 2, if you like Claris products and you want to see more, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews. And 3, comment below what you think about the K5. Would you have it in your backpack? Would you be carrying it with you? Do you like the carbon fiber? Do you like the waterproof idea? Do you like the capacity? Tell me what you think. I'd be interested to know. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you in my next video.